Hey,
Hey,
everybody. Let me pull up the
uh,
stream from my phone so I could read it easier. We
how
have
we
a kind of
doing, B?
a serious topic today because some stuff went down.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I had a really, really, really crazy morning.
And you had a crazy night too, I heard.
On Angel's stream.
Oh my God, I heard about it. I mean, I heard a little bit about it. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I've been going to sleep early,
Yeah.
and like to wake up and hear some fucking cocksucking fucking pizza motherfucker with his fucking talking my fucking name, like just my name coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, but I brought it up because I wanted to
Oh,
ask
you
him
did?
about certain
Okay.
things.
Okay.
I brought it up because if I was on a stream with him and I couldn't sit there and kind of be fake. I wanted to like kind of confront him about some of the things that my friend D bitch, don't put your she just did a live earlier. I guess she's starting to do lives again, so everybody subscribe and check out her channel. But
Heidi bitch.
so I
Yeah,
couldn't, it
well,
was hard for
I
me to.
think what it comes down to is I think you defend your friends. You know what I mean? Just
Yes,
like
I
I
definitely
defended,
defend my
like
friends.
remember I defended my friends, like people who were my friends that were attacked.
Mm-hmm.
I stood up for them and you know, represented for them and took heat for it. You know what I mean? It took a lot of abuse behind the scenes or whatever, and then when it comes time to, for that favor to be repaid, I wonder who my friends really are. And thank you, because, I just want to let people know one thing. I'm not as sick as you think. I'm just sick of this fucking YouTube shit. And
I
I've been
know.
sitting in the background listening and listening. Don't worry, I get updates. You don't see me in the chats. It's all by design. You could think what you want. Joey's dead. Joey's this. Joey's that. Joey sounds bad. Joey looks bad. Is pale. Okay, yeah, okay.
Well,
Joey ain't going nowhere.
you're getting better, but you've been very sick.
Very, very sick.
Now,
Very, very sick.
the thing
Yeah.
is, if I was going to be on there with him, there were certain things I wanted to ask him about things that he said about my
Right.
friends,
Mhm.
and
Right.
that's it. But I also wanted to, I had to go about it in a certain way to respect other people's platforms.
Yeah.
It was hard. I couldn't just sit up there with him and be fake, like everything's okay, and it's not.
Right.
I
Now, what
dropped
would I
the
say if
pushback.
you said you were doing anything with that fuck, Tony Pizza? I don't understand how many times you could be fooled by
No,
this
but
idiot.
Angel
He's
had
a
her reasons
buffoon.
for bring. Angel had to have her reasons for bringing him up because of the certain lawsuit situation, and that's for her to talk about. But and I understand what she did. But let's give everybody a shout out first in chat. And Georgie Grosso, not really. I'm not. I'm okay, but a lot of discuss. Today was a very, very, very busy morning because of the situation that happened, and I will go over it without. There's certain things that I can't say. I can't get into specifics because this is now an ongoing investigation that's out of my hands because these people did something very, very stupid. But let's go to the chat and let's give all our friends a shout out. Sons of Italy, our pal. I hope you're feeling better. Tommy 2274, Beantown, My Brats 2, Georgie Grasso. My Brats
Teresa
2 is the one.
Murphy.
My Brats 2, he's been hitting me up and leaving comments under the streams, asking how you're feeling and stuff like that. He's a good
Thank
guy.
you. Thank you.
Uh,
And I want to give a big I love you to Teresa Murphy and Kim's for him. Man, Kim's, let me tell you something. Whoever has Kim as a, whoever is, has Kim has a real good woman. Let me tell you, she sticks up for her people. The women on YouTube are the best. They're
yeah.
ride or die for you, the women. It's the men that are fucking all a bunch of fucking freehold faggot punk motherfuckers that don't do shit. They
Luigi,
just
thank
run their
you.
fucking mouth constantly, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. The problem is you run into a hardware salesman. Hardware salesman doesn't know the difference between talking and actually doing something. So hardware salesman thinks, all right, my family's threatened, so I got to handle it. But you know what? It's a setup. Just bullshit. It's all like, show shit.
I had a rough day, but I wanted to show you guys all.
Yeah.
I'm here. Here's my face.
I can see you had a rough day.
Dove Kitty in chat. I don't see you, but shout out to my Dove Kitty. Georgie Grosso, Dragonborn, 1982. Pilot. Who do we have? James Jameson. We said Sons of Italy. Who else? Do a roll call of the ones I missed, please.
I don't know. Joe Allen, how are you? Pretty good, wait. I hope. I really would love to shove my fucking foot up your fucking ass, Joe Allen. I wish I knew who you were.
Allegedly, we can't make threats on this. We can't make threats on here.
Oh, I can make threats. I'm sick. I'm handicapped. Remember, I don't have a foot, so it's not really a threat.
Well, right? The revelation. Tony Pizza did apologize to you for the things that he said, and Tony Pizza apologized to you last night for things he said about you.
Fuck Tony Pizza.
Okay, well, he apologized, and now he's wrong because I am control over what I do myself. But he had
Margene.
I feel like he's very
Mike Slick. Egg, what's up, Egg? I wanted to say Egg. I just did. What's up, Egg? Ruby Tuesday, Minnie, James J, Mandy. Tommy Guns. I got to call you next time I got beef, Tommy Guns.
What's Tommy Guns do?
Hey, Upski. FBS is a real scumbucket. From your lips to fucking God's ears. He really is, isn't he? But he's history, that guy. He's old news. I'm going to start going after different targets now. I'm not going to target anyone on his side. I'm going to target my alleged friends, the ones that backdoored me behind the scenes, that ones that fucking try to fucking wish me death behind the scenes.
I think
I got all the names.
You do, but I think after this, because there is an investigation going on right now, that we're just going to go back to content, because this is a very serious investigation that's out of my hands. What these people did this morning with this JC, Johnny Mac, and now Code of the Streets is involved. Code of the Streets, he got himself involved. Let me turn my camera off now, since you guys see that I just want you guys see that I'm okay. So I'm going to explain. Okay, let me explain to Mike Slick. Hi. And, it's been a very, very long day today. I needed to take the day off of work. Now, I'm losing days of pay over this. This is ridiculous.
You guys better hope that your fucking daughter doesn't fucking stub her toe this summer. Because if she stubs her fucking toe, oh my God, I'll be driving somewhere. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll be driving somewhere.
Yeah. So
maybe I'll get a police escort too.
Mm-hmm. So let me drop something in chat. So we had so there was a stream last night that I did. I was uploading on Angel Stream last night. Just seems like there's too much anger. Life has so much more. Yes, Dove Kitty. And after this, we're not really going to be able to mention more because of this ongoing investigation. That's out of my hands. I can't control this. I can't stop it. You guys want to talk about rats and police being called and stuff like this. This is out of my hands. What the stupid shit that they did this morning. This shit is out of my hands. I cannot control what happens. Okay, so and I can't give total details.
I want to give a shout out to Angel, okay, because Angel Gotti is a good person. I know people talk shit about her. They say this. Nah, man, no. Nah, she's a good woman. She doesn't even know me, and she's, showed concern and tried to give me advice behind the scenes and whatnot. And I just want to say thank you for that. Just shows she's a good woman.
Yeah, she messages me a lot, on you.
Yeah. Thank you, Angel and Marla. appreciate it. And believe me, the words that you're saying, you know, I take it seriously because I know you know what you're talking about. So thank you. She's
Yeah,
a
and
great person.
she's always, every time I talk to her, she's asking me how you doing.
Margene the Queen is a good person too.
Yes, she is.
And so is Mandy and Egg. I like Egg. Egg's been
Aegon.
around for a minute.
Aegon.
Westy's another good guy. Drew
Minnie the
Hahn,
Moocher. She's also from the Jerkyverse too.
My condolences, bro. I'm sorry about that, man. Drew. Yep. I lost my old man 12 years ago, and you never get over that shit.
Oh, you don't. I lost my father-in-law to COVID, and he was a second father because I knew that family my whole life since I was 8. He was definitely my second father. He stepped up and he would make sure he was here every day, picking up my child, whatever else. And you don't get over it, you know. And that wasn't my real father, but he was a father to me. I couldn't imagine losing my my own dad. So,
Drew, like I said, man, my condolences.
This just recently happened. I missed it.
Yep.
Oh man, I am so sorry.
Yep.
And I don't know if you have children too, and it's watching your kids being upset because their grandfather died and stuff like that. That's hard too because you want to grieve, but then your children are devastated. Whew, man, that brings tears to my eyes. So let's get into the situation that happened this morning. So, I mean, how do I put this? Because this is an open investigation and there's not so much I could say. So certain people decided to reach out to a political office, politicians, and send them threatening emails to ruin their next election, things about me. There was a minor that was threatened in this email. My family members and their information was put in this email. You know, kind of saying I'm doing all this stuff on the internet associating with certain groups of white supremacies and stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
And that this person who's a politician and is going to run, they're going to ruin their election. So now, and this person's a family member. Okay, my family member is kind of high up in this, you know, in my county. They're politicians. They work with politicians, and an email was sent to this office, a 2-page email. Okay, and by the time I got word of this email, okay, there was already an office full of investigators. You cannot threaten a politician. You cannot send emails and threaten a politician. That is a crime. That is a crime. Not only that, they were lawyers.
You're moving up a little. You don't want to go too far up the food chain. You want to stick to, like, you know, the low-level white people like us. You don't want to go to, like, political people.
But, no. And all this is out of my hands. You want to talk about, like, there's nothing I could do about it. By the time, you know, I got the information, my family's name, all my family's, you know, their names were put in it. And then a child was threatened, a minor child. My minor child was threatened in this email. And by the time, you know, I got this and I have this morning, I also have a sick child. So she had to be seen by a doctor ASAP. So on top of having to deal with having a sick child that I had to, like, pretty much rush to see a doctor this morning, I now had to take my ass over there to this office because they had lawyers, all sorts of crime units, cyber crime units, all sorts of investigators there. And they'll get down to the bottom of this and who's sending it, but you do not threaten a politician. How fucking stupid, Johnny Mac, Gacy. Oh, and this is the best part, right? So while while I'm over there and like this stuff, telling them certain things, and I didn't get into too much because, like, as far as what goes on with me, I don't need to talk to them about it. I'm not one that talks to the cops. I don't think like anything that they've done, said, or slandered me, is worth like, the bringing up into this investigation. This is a cyber crime too. So there was cyber crime officers, 2 lawyers. This was crazy. What I walked into this morning and the questioning and them going through, and then at that time we have Johnny Mac live with Code of the Streets. So now Code of the Streets just put himself into this investigation. I made sure they got all of Code of the Streets information. So now he's being looked into. But the funny thing is that listen. So Joe Candela gets a call from Hep C this morning, Johnny Mac. And it was like, it's war. I'm going to ruin her life. You need to pick sides. And he pretty much did like an F you, don't talk to me anymore. So this email was sent from a Joseph. So they're dragging him into this. They're dragging Joe Candela into this, trying to frame him for sending an email about me to threaten a politician. Okay. Yes. How fucking stupid. How fucking stupid. These people are going to be in big trouble. They threatened a politician. They threatened to ruin their election. A politician's niece that's underage, her information was put in there, and pretty much like there's going to be knocks on the door and things are going to happen to her. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. And this is all out of my hands, This is all out of my hands. I had to talk to some lawyers. This is a big investigation right now. A really big investigation. So Code of the Streets, JC, and Johnny Mac went and threatened a politician and then tried to frame it like it was Joe Candela. And I know Joe Candela would never do that. Okay, so they were pretty stupid, and it's a little convenient after this, within an hour after this phone call with Candela this morning that Johnny Mac had, that then there's an email sent with, "Hi, my name is Joseph, whatever." So
you thought it was me. I'm Joseph.
Yeah, well, it wasn't from you.
I mean, because I'm Joseph, her friend, so they thought that like when they got the emails, I mean, I guess they don't, everybody's named Joseph, I guess over here. What a fucking idiot!
No, what?
I mean, it is.
And this is the thing. This is out of my hands, and then on top of that, having to go down to this office and meet with all these, all these different law enforcement units that were coming and these lawyers, because now it's gone legal. I had to sit there and meet with them for a little bit. Now, as far as like the lawyers, the cop stuff, I don't like talking to cops. I did it more on the lines of, I gave them, like channels links. So they have all Johnny Mac's, now his videos. Code of the Streets, all their videos are now in their files that they are now looking through. They will be watching all their lives to see.
And then God knows what searches they do, like if they're searching like, names and stuff, it's all there. They can't erase it. They got played. That's why these guys don't realize, keep your threats to like my level. If you start going above me and like, you want to go to like politicians and like children, eventually the bubble's going to burst and people are going to start looking into it and saying like, really, what the fuck is going on right now? I mean, people are getting threatened, cops. Like, for example, the cop that those assholes have on the other side that's giving them information. Do they realize that information that they're giving, God forbid something happens and it gets traced back to them? Oh my God. I mean, Who's giving the info? What cop is giving them the info? What cop is running people's names and giving the info? You got to put your credentials in. So hopefully these guys are going to get what they like
I
to do
didn't.
to other people. They like to rat out other people. Now they're going to get a taste of their own medicine right now.
Yeah, and as far as like I'm a citizen, nobody would think it was wrong if you called the cops. If I thought my kid was in immediate danger, absolutely, I would. If Uncle Joey's not, can't get his ass over here, or the other men, that I have in my life, I would call the police if I had to. But this was out of my hands. I could not do anything about it. They threatened a politician. A political office was emailed. Okay. Their office email. That was what was contacted via email with threats and all sorts of other stuff. That's out of my hands. I can't do anything about it. Even if I wanted to call, it wasn't up to me to call the cops. It wasn't up to me to get all these. And if it's out of state, this is a federal crime now. So Johnny Mac and Gacy are being now investigated now. While I'm down there and Code of the Streets is right up there in there. So now he threw himself into this investigation. I hope you have a lot of money because something is going to, this isn't going to be cheap for them. This is not going to be cheap. All their videos are now in their little hands and they're looking through it. And you guys think if you got VPNs or all sorts of things to hide this, these cyber bully units, cops, they're going to find out who this came from. And we all know the two people involved in this email without even having to investigate, Johnny Mac and JC. And I gave the cops all their information. So they are now under investigation. This is a serious crime, threatening a politician, a politician's family. There was a minor threatened.
Code, you're doing it for the kids, huh?
He's doing it for the kids, and he just landed himself right in the middle of an investigation. Right in the middle of an investigation, because as it's going, I'm like, oh, look, they're live. So now all these law enforcement agencies were watching the live this morning with you up there, Code, and Johnny Mac. And as far as Tony Pizza, okay, last night was the first time I've talked to Tony Pizza in a very, very long time, except one morning I called him and cursed him out because he was talking about me while he was live. But besides that, I have not spoken to Tony Pizza, and I couldn't sit up there with him and not confront him about certain situations. I couldn't go up there and play nice. You go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything. I was.
I thought you were whistling.
Yeah, I am.
So if anybody would like to donate to my channel now, because because now I'm missing days of work because of this, and and on top of it,
and if anyone would like to say fuck you to Code of the Streets and FBI and fucking Gunsmoke and Johnny Mac and all those cocksuckers, go right ahead.
Well, we can't talk about them anymore because of this investigation. We can't really bring them up. The lawyers suggested that they're not brought up. I'm addressing this right now because I hope that they continue to do this stuff because it's just going to add to their investigation. But you really should not. You really should cease all contact with these politicians or anybody in my family. To put my parents' names in there. Oh man, my dad was ready to fly to New York this morning and find somebody. I was like, no. He's elderly. He's not that elderly.
Amber. Yeah, man. It's Carol. How are you, sweetie? Well, you gotta look at it this way.
Just discussing the real life shit. I didn't do anything real life on them, and I'm telling you right now. I know. If Johnny's Mac wife, her job was called, this is what JC threatened to do to Johnny Mac when Johnny Mac was going at JC and Lee Cole, and
No, what you did was you did something that was really, really ingenious in the whole scheme of YouTube, because what you did was you destroyed them with their own words. See, most people don't do that. Like I'll talk about them. What you did was you just, just played what they said, and then, how they, like double talk, and, they speak one way, and then the next day it's a new thing, Like, for example, I was listening to, first of all, I want to give a shout out to this Convict Inc. Robert, okay? Now, I'm a pretty decent judge of character, I would think, right? Like, for example, Johnny Mac is a scumbag. I'd have to be a good judge of character to say he's that, right? Because he's not a good guy, not even close to a fucking good guy. So, anyway, so the kid Robert, I look at him like, okay, he's telling his story the way he sees it. And there might be a little, there might be some little discrepancies. There always is with people, but for the most part, I think that kid, I'm calling him a kid, he's pretty genuine. And so now they're attacking him. So what is it that everybody that comes on YouTube that has, tries to tell their story, they just attack that person? They just attack his credibility? I mean, come on, enough is enough, okay? And
They wanted him to like.
That I really like that Dingleberry thing.
What's up, MRA?
When he said FBS is Jimmy's do boy. He's his Dingleberry. Hit the nail on the fucking head. He hit the nail on the fucking head. I mean, Jimmy, you got to be, you really got to be ashamed of yourself, Jimmy, that you're behind all of this, that you're getting, you have these people out there doing your dirty work. Tell your fucking story, Jimmy, okay? You're a tough guy. You're this, you're that. Okay, tell the story. You're controlling these people, and you're fucking just sitting behind the scenes like you're the fucking big shot. And look at what's happening.
I put the link in.
Look what you've created.
I don't know if you want to come up for a little bit, Mom Brad's exposed, but I put the link in. Yeah, it's just, I can't believe that these people were so stupid that they're going.
Every guy that comes on YouTube and tells his fucking show, he's got to be a fucking scumbag. He's this, he's fake, he's that. Give me a fucking break. The guy, believe me, I could tell you that the guy, Robert, okay, he knows what he's talking about. Because if you think that these fucking mob guys are as tough as you really think, okay, some of them are, yeah, but a lot of them, no. They go to jail. Okay? You know what I disagree with him on, Robert? I disagree with him on the whole John Gotti situation. That I don't think he says he was getting extorted by, whatever. I think no way. I think no. Absolutely not. John Gotti, no. John Gotti did time. He knew how to do jail time. It wasn't his first time, but that's his point of view. That's what he says. But Joey Testa, those guys, come on. You know how many guys that I grew up with that were slapping me around because they were 6 years older than me, 8 years older than me. They had all these people behind them. And then 5 years later, they're fucking all fucking informants. They can't do 2 seconds in fucking jail. Are you fucking nuts? He's 110% right. When these guys go to jail and they got to fucking stand on their own, they can't stand on their own. But I like the guy, Robert. I've been listening to him, and I wish him the best, and I think he's got a good channel. He's got a good story. It's his story. Obviously, we're not going to agree on everything, but for the most part, I just don't like the fact that now people are attacking him. Come on, give me a fucking break.
Well, seriously, he went on Lee's to have an interview or whatever, and then they didn't like the direction he went after that. They thought, which it's his fucking channel. He could say what he wants. If he has an opinion on something and it's not the same as like other people's opinions or what they want them to say, like then he's target now. But that's what these people do.
Okay. Let me take it back.
But I don't listen. let me just
I
wait. Let
don't
me just
listen
get
to
this
him
out.
that much. I don't know about Chomos. I don't know about this. I heard some stories he's telling. Seems like he knows what he's talking about. I mean, I don't know. People, I mean, he's realistic about certain situations. It's his story. So I'm not gonna, you know, um, go at him. The whole thing, people attacking people just right out of the gate or whatever. I mean, I just don't like that shit. So yes, Sunshine, I will let her finish. Yes. No, but one thing before you do finish, this avatar I'm using. Who the fuck is this ugly motherfucker I'm using as avatar right now?
The Sin Gray line.
Oh my god! You gave me
Now,
Tim Gray line as a fucking avatar. I gotta change that
you
shit.
go through and change it. But the thing is, I did not, when during this investigation, I did not bring him up. But if he is involved, they will find out.
I
I
got a
really
better
don't
one.
think that he could be, but I don't think the Think Gray line had something to do with this threatening of a politician this morning. Do they realize that threatening a politician, that's a crime? They have lawyers. These politicians, the cops are on their side, Do they realize how stupid that is? Do they realize how stupid it is to threaten a politician, to threaten a politician's family, that was the stupidest thing they could ever do, because now that I can't do that's out of my hands. 100% out of my hands. They threatened a minor child, that a politician's minor's niece. Does that make sense? Okay, the politician's minor's niece. They threatened to ruin their next election, and they brought up that the politician's family associates with the white supremacists and stuff like that. This is crazy. Keep doing it, because you're going to build up more of a case.
No.
I have no control over that. If a politician is threatened, I have no control over. They need to get law enforcement involved, all sorts of different law enforcement agencies, cyber crimes against minors. If it's out of state lines,
Lauren. Unfortunately, Lauren,
what?
it's going to bring heat on the whole thing. It's not just going to be they're going to go after these people. They're going to want to know what the fuck is going on this fucking slob tube shit. I would love for it to be just 3 people, but honestly, it's just going to be bigger than that. They're going to start looking at everyone. They're going to look at me. They're going to look at you. They're going to look at everyone and say, wait a minute, what's happening? And it's probably going to fuck it up for a lot of us.
Yeah, well, we have nothing to hide.
The rules are going to start changing. Like, these shows are eventually going to be, they're not going to be as
wait. I have a camera on. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, Joe.
Yeah, Ruby knows. They're gonna start looking at everything now. It's not just going to be those 3. They're going to be like, wait a minute now. They're going at this person. What's happening? And it's just going to be a problem. It's just going to fuck up for a lot of people. Just going to bring a lot more heat and put more eyes on the whole fucking unit. Because they're not just going to say, well, you know what? They're the only ones that are doing it. They're going to look at this scumbag. They're going to look at that scumbag. They're going to look at me. They're going to look at you. They're going to look at everybody and say, wait a minute, as a whole, and see what's going on. And it's probably going to fuck it up for everyone. So, thank you, guys. I mean, they might get in trouble. I mean, they might be the lead defendants and everything, but it ain't just going to stop with them. And I'm not saying that they're going to lock me up or lock you up, but they're definitely going to put some more rules and regulations in there to where it's like, you can't just threaten people. I mean, you probably could go to someone's house and tiptoe and lose your toes, but you can't really fucking talk about, killing people and stuff like that. Right, Chris? Right, Chrissy?
Sorry, I got to take care of that for a second.
You keep giving me these fucking avatars.
I didn't put them up. You did.
This guy's a fucking faggot, this one. Gunsmoke. Ooh. Gunsmoke. How about gunpowder, we could call him? Gunsmoke. Yeah, okay. Nobody got pinched yet.
Shut the bathroom door, please. Sorry. Fever's coming breaking again. I got to get her in the tub. So
Yes. So, well, look, I mean, we can only hope and pray
hope and
that
pray what?
that one of these guys fucking gets hit by a car or struck by lightning or worse. But what I think is going to happen is I think that when the politicians
You don't
get
want to sound
involved
like
in
them
this,
with getting
it's
hit
going to
by
be
cars.
more of a it's going to be more of a more broader thing where they're just going to look at
What's
I
the
really
headline
don't
for
think
his show tomorrow?
what
No, somebody said he has a headline for his show tomorrow. He needs to be careful because he's now under
no, don't.
investigation.
Let him keep doing it. Let
Don't
him keep
let
doing
him
it. They're
keep
going to
doing it.
dig a
He's
hole
digging
for
himself a
themselves.
hole. They are
That's
going to find out that where these emails came from, where they're threatening politicians and minor children. They're going to find out these cyber crimes. And the funny thing is because there was a conversation, before that, about an hour before. Does this person have genital herpes? Really?
It's worse than a drug addiction. This YouTube. See, what winds up happening is so like I was doing shows, right? And like
Perfect.
I was
This now,
getting like 100
like,
people in the chat, right? Like 120 people and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about sports. Then I got 40 people in the chat. And it becomes like you have to keep it up. They cannot stop.
bring me
They
this
are
mama.
not going to stop. They can't stop. So they're going to keep coming with titles. They're going to keep pushing and pushing. They're just going to keep pushing. And eventually they're going to push it too far.
Holy shit!
And
You need to
unfortunately, it's really gonna do damage to them, but it's also gonna hurt other people. And I mean, like I said, I've seen it before. Once you start getting these government officials involved and politicians involved, they'll regulate everything. And then these shows they're going to be monitored to the point where you say one wrong word, the fucking show is going to be taken down. You think YouTube really gives a shit about these small channels or whatever? You know what I mean? People are going to get hurt. They're threatening to go to children's houses and stuff like that. I mean, it is what it is. Sunshine, you're right. You know what it is, Sunshine? You have to be in it for the long haul. You got to be doing it for a year, 2 years, 3 years. You're not going to get big right off the bat. You got to have patience, which I don't have patience. I don't have toes either, but patience is not one of my. I'm very impatient. But it is what it is. But they're addicted to this shit. They won't be able to stop. That's why I had to stop. Because it was just getting to be too much with me in this YouTube. Like the phone calls, it was like fucking 18 hours a day. I'm talking to this person, that person. Every time
You
I
weren't
get
on
off
the phone for
it would be
18
another
hours a
phone
day.
call, another phone call about this one, phone call. He said this. It was just going on and on and on and on and on. Finally, it was just like, wait a minute. It was fucking crazy. Yeah. And see, Aldo, there you go, right there. See, Jimmy Calandra, I think he's the lead. He's pushing these guys to do this.
I don't think Jimmy Calandra pushed. I don't think Jimmy Calandra was part of pushing these certain people to reach out and threaten politicians this morning.
Doesn't make a difference. He's the one that was starting. Look, man, I heard him on a show tell FBS, yo, stop doing that shit that you're doing. Get back into talking shit. I heard that. He could have told his homie, he could have said, look, man, you got 60 people in your chat right now, but you ain't going to have 60 people in your chat in 6 months. Stick with it. Nah, man. You know what he did? Evil motherfucker. You know what he did? He said, nah, man. He said, nah, go back to talking shit, bro. And he dragged them right into this, and he got that whole fucking shit going on again. He tried to get out of it, FBS. That's a friend for you right there.
I don't think.
Bro. That's a big brother right there.
I don't think FBS has anything to do with this other situation that happened this morning.
He does. He has everything.
You think he does? You think that he was aware that these people were going to
No, but he's the one that sets the tone. They all look up to him. He's the king of the fucking mob tube, right?
Yeah.
He's the king.
Yeah.
So technically, if he's the king and these guys are his underlings and they all profess to mob tube and being part of his fucking group, well, whatever crimes they commit, they're in a group together. Well, he committed them. That's why they call it RICO. And I don't know what, the laws are on fucking YouTube, but let's face reality.
I'm gonna have to.
That stirs all this shit. FBI. He's the one that, he's the one that they love, they follow, they look up to. They all run to him. And then he runs to his leader, Jimmy. And it's sad, but I hope they got money for attorneys.
Angel, I have family members that are elected officials and politicians in certain places. I don't want to give out too much, but there was a very long 2-page email sent where, they were threatened, the next time they run, things are going to happen. They threatened this politician's underage niece.
You're beating around the bush.
No, I'm just answering to Angel, because she's behind. I'm just letting you know that's what happened. And the point of that is
who the politician is as regards to you.
Yeah, my brother.
Right. So they figured, okay, let me get at him to get at you, but they made a mistake because now you're going into a whole different fucking thing. Now you're dealing with fucking politicians. Yeah. And obviously, when you're threatening politicians and their family, what do? Do they start a YouTube channel and go back at you?
No, they have to go legal.
Or do they make a phone call and say, hey, what the fuck is going on over here? Then someone looks into it. Exactly.
Yeah, this is serious. Right. They have to go legal, and it's out of my hand. They need to. They need to
break Johnny Mac and fucking Toad. This is what you became.
And JC
for the kids, Bible fucking study. You fucking piece of shit. Seriously, you're a real fucking piece of shit going at kids. When have I said anything about anybody's kids? My problem was with FBI, not with FBI's mother, father, grandmother, no one. Him. Not Shanna, not the kid, not their Jersey Mike's working kid, none of them.
Yeah. Him. And I saw something too, and I need to address. There was hold on, let me see. This should be, Tony Pizza, if you're listening, please take this down. There was a meme put up, but it's possible that the little boy in this picture might be Shanna's son. Please take that down. That boy's face does it. If that is, please take that down. That boy's face does. Even if somebody sent it to you and you want to show people what people sent to you, you shouldn't be putting memes up of that little boy's face. If that's his face, I'm not sure what Shanna's son looks like, but please take that down, Pizza.
What happened?
There was a meme put up 9 hours ago, and there's a little boy holding hands with Danny Trio, and I believe the little boy in this meme, it's possible that that's her son, and I don't like that. Don't put that little boy's picture up if that's who that is. Leave kids alone, please, Tony. You were very nice to put up certain memes about women, so let's not put up certain memes about children too. Unless that's just a random kid's picture, that's one thing. But if that is her son, please take that down, Tony.
Why are they attacking Danny Trio now? I think Danny Trio's a pretty good guy from what I heard.
I don't know. Tony Pizza might have beef with him. I don't know much of what goes on with Tony Pizza because I don't pay too much attention to him. I just saw the meme, and I just want to publicly say, please take that down because I don't have a way of contacting him. I don't talk to him privately. So, I mean, that's it. And you said I'm beating. What did you say before? I'm beating a dead horse by bringing this up before about the thing. I was just Angel came in. I guess she was late. I just wanted to give her the quick version of what happened. I don't know who made that meme. I don't know who made the meme. And maybe he didn't know that was the. I don't know. But Tony Pizza, please take that down. That the kid. It's enough. What goes on with his family. He doesn't need to have his picture on YouTube if that is him. So Joe, how are you feeling?
Great. I'm feeling great.
For real?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I talked to Nelson.
Okay. How's he doing?
Zone. Oh, he's good.
Ramundi, how are you? So Ramundi was here, but
basically I've been, just at home watching TV and stuff, and
yeah, I know.
I'm watching this thing on Showtime about a documentary on Cypress Hill, the rap group, and it's pretty good. Just been watching a lot of Kojak and a lot of Chips and Hunter. Oh man, shows that I used to watch as a kid and shit, and it's cool. Doing my card thing. I'm going to start doing shows about cards. Yankees for life, my brother. Listen, man, Yankees for life. Okay, I want to say thank you. Very, very good guy. Someone that I would consider a friend. And thank you for everything. I got a lot of love for Yankees for life. I got a lot of love for a lot of people on YouTube. But I tell you, I got a lot of hate for a lot of people too. And I got a lot of fucking pity for a lot of people. Oh, and you want to know, the other day, you have to forgive me, I was a little upset. But what happened was they were having this Rocky fucking, Balboa, Rocky 1 through 80. And I kept watching them, you know what I mean? Like over and over and over again. I was just getting hyped. It's like you watch Rocky, you want to fucking fight someone, you know what I mean? So that's what happened. That's why I was like with the FBI, like I don't want to talk about it right now because I'm wind up getting in my car and driving there. And I was warned by numerous people that FBI is telling it. He's telling it, FBI. He's a fucking informant. And, he's an informant. It's as simple as that. Yes, I love you, Fin Freak. But if I tell you that, I fucking say that I'm gay, this, that. So I try to keep it to the women. The problem with the women is I say hi to the women. I say I love the women. Then I get in trouble. Right, Teresa?
By who?
Oh, let me tell you. See, what winds up happening a lot of times is like, I'm like the type of guy like sweetheart, honey.
I know you call everybody sweetheart.
Honey, that's why, darling. You know what I mean? Because I don't look at myself as like attractive to other women. So I call them that, not realizing that, certain women, they take it the wrong way. The next thing you know, there's guys that get a hold of it. They think I'm trying to push up on their on their woman, I'm sorry. And that's where the beef starts.
When?
So please forgive me if I tell you I love you like Pretty Monita. I love Pretty Monita. If you seen me send the message to Pretty Monita, Lauren, and you saw that I said, "Oh, I love you, Monita. I love you, Pretty," what are you going to think?
I'm not going to think anything because I know you love her.
Think we're friends, or you think I'm trying to like hook up with her?
No, it's your friend.
Right. Exactly, because that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But certain other people, like if my mom sees it.
What is your mom looking at your Instagram for?
No, my phone. You know how these people are.
Your mom goes through your phone?
No. No, but sometimes I leave my phone laying around or I get a message. Listen, yes, the Murphys. I want Chuck to, he better put me in his freaking will. I want that Nolan Ryan rookie, 1968 tops with Jerry Kuzman. Thank you. I know, I look like shit. Look
Nobody
who
can
I
see.
look
Well,
like.
yeah, this avatar looks like shit. Yeah, yeah.
Fucking, he doesn't, when was that a, you know,
He
that's,
put
I
his
love that
picture.
about
I think
certain people when they put pictures up. Like, if you go on certain people's Facebook page, their fucking picture is like a picture of them when they're 16 years old. And you're like,
well,
man, is that, yeah. And then you see them and it's like they're 40 years fucking later. That's what this is. This is
he
like,
had
he doesn't
no, but
even,
he. Go
he
ahead.
looks like stir-fried shit, gun smoke.
No, but he had. That's like supposed to be like a magazine cover. He put his face on.
Oh, yeah. He's hot. Let me tell you. He must have a lot of women. I'll go back to that other prick as the avatar. Who is the
Think
prick
very line.
before? Who's it? I should do fucking Code as an avatar. I have no fucking friends.
Oh, somebody leaked me a picture of him in drag.
Code. I wonder what he's going to be doing now, Code, in this fucking moped club.
I don't. You know, we're not going to be able to talk about the situation because.
No, you're not. I
But
can.
you're still going to.
No, I'm just going to throw jabs every now and then.
Oh yeah. But as far as this, you know, because of it going like with the investigation, we can't talk about it. I couldn't even this 2-page thing I was going to read, and I was advised by the lawyers in that, you know, not to read it out here on. So it's with all that involved. There's certain things that really shouldn't be talked about anymore because now it's an open investigation. But their channels, those 2 channels, I don't know if JC does a channel, but now those 2 channels are being watched very, very carefully. Code of the Streets and Johnny Mac. So I don't know if their little Code's Omerta clothing line and Johnny Mac's jewelry business is going to help him when when the trouble comes and he needs money to get himself out of this trouble.
Well, he could go on Poshmark with his Fila fucking jumpsuits. He could get like $20 a shirt, I think. But then again, I don't know who's gonna buy fucking toddler size fucking
Toddler size. He wears a sports
isn't he
bra.
like
He
4'2"?
needs big sizes.
Johnny Mac, I think he's like 6 foot tall. He's like 4 foot.
Yeah, Big Beans, good evening. Code gives off weird. We know that. So I want to thank everybody for always being so supportive. The people in here who have supported me and had my back. There's some that have been, they were on your channel since the beginning, right? Because I used to just be your little moderator in chat and help you make your thumbnails and work behind the scenes because I wasn't speaking or showing my face. So there's people in here that have been riding with you since you opened your channel. You and Amber Alert had some hiccups. Who else though? Has Joe Delamore? Has he been?
Who are you talking about right now?
I'm talking about your Bay 8 channel.
What about Bay 8 channel? You were my moderator?
I was never your moderator.
Oh, stop! These people are good people, but they're your people.
There's people in here from your show too, though that were with you.
Look, let's face reality, okay?
We are.
I know we're partners in the channel, but right now you've been carrying the load, basically. No pun intended. I mean, you've been like, I've been kind of like laying in the background. You're doing all the work.
Literally laying.
You're doing you do the thumbnails. You set the shit up. You come up with the topics.
Do you remember I asked you?
Leghorn. Look, you know what? You probably are day one.
I got to do something with this hair. If anybody wants to cash at me to get my hair done, my hair's been a mess.
And let me, I want to thank everyone for not giving up on us, and we appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you, and hopefully we get
Hold on one
through
second.
this in one piece.
You will be
And,
okay.
Yeah, I do, sunshine. Yep. Carrie, yep, I know about that stuff. Yes, I do, sunshine. Sunshine. I was like a little, I know you're joking. Listen, believe me, I know how to joke about myself, okay? Like I'm like my own worst critic, believe me. I really don't think I'm that interesting. I don't like the way I sound, but for some reason I keep doing these shows or whatever, Now it's like I have to support NB because she's going through a time right now where it's just getting a little bit out of fucking hand. I mean, seriously, like threatening the kids and whatnot. And nothing, believe me, I just want you people to know that don't worry about Lauren. She's okay. And nothing's going to happen to her daughter or any guaranteed. Okay, that's a guarantee. Now, these other guys with the threatening of the politician and doing that, I don't know if that was smart because, these rich white people, they take these threats a lot more serious than I would. I mean, someone's threatening a politician's niece.
I got it.
Well, we know them as fucking faggots. So what are they gonna do? But realistically, you got to take those threats serious. It's like when the cops go to these domestic violence beefs. They can't walk away because if they say, "All right, guys, one over," no, and something happens, so they got to take these things a little more serious now. So who knows? I mean, I really just feel bad for the whole. I feel bad for. Well, I don't feel bad for the genre because the genre is shit. Actually, thinking about it, I really don't give a fuck that if they fuck it up for everyone. But I don't think it's just going to stop with those three losers. I mean, go to the fucking street. Oh my god. Yeah, for the kids. But you got guys doing shows threatening kids. But you're for the kids? Like, what?
Yeah, and threatening kids and women.
The kids, man. Everything was the kids, but they're threatening kids.
He promised my kids that he would never ever, he would drive anywhere if anybody ever in their whole life did something to threaten them, talk about them, or anything, that he would be there, and he would ride for that, have their back forever. But
what happened when every other word out of his mouth was angel? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember it was angel Gotti's the best. Angel Gotti's this. Now what happened? Now you don't like it now?
I want to show you guys something because I keep meaning to put this on before the live. Ready?
Ooh. How'd you
We push back. Can you guys see it? Probably not. I keep meaning to put on, but of course I had to rip it up and cut it up and stuff like that. But we push back.
Yeah, good one, Amber. Yeah. Oh, and I used to have to, what was the best with code? I used to listen to the kid on the phone. Like I would talk to him, every couple of days.
Oh, remember the first time he handed me the
phone? This motherfucker, I'd have to listen to him tell me about him hooking up with girls and whatnot. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh my God, what is this fucking guy talking about? He's talking about Bible study with the girls, and he took this girl to Bible study, and every other word with these girls was Bible study. I'm like, what the fuck is Bible study? Well,
Bible study is when he
Yeah.
said it's when he is hooking up with a certain girl, but then he's also being aggressive because he said something about grabbing a girl by the back of the throat, throwing her down, and then poking her in the eye, and she was very not happy with him and told him to leave. So he was getting very aggressive with this woman, but that's besides the point. Thank you, Mob Rats, too. I keep needing to wear my We Push Back shirt on one of these times. What are you laughing at?
No, I'm laughing at Amber Alert. Bible Studies and Bikers. Yeah, that could be his group.
And shout out to Chicago Muscle.
Where is he?
He is I don't know, disgusted and not coming back. I don't know. I talked to him via Twitter, and he's not happy with some things, but I can't speak for him. I just know that there's some things he's not, certain situations he's not happy about. But as far as like with me talking to Pizza last night, Angel had a reason for bringing him on, and it's her channel. She can do whatever she wants. While I was up there, there were certain things that I had to confront him on. I can't sit on a screen with somebody who's done and said certain things and not questioning them about it. Maybe it could have been the wrong place, but regardless.
No, I think that it probably is better because she had a lot of people watching, and now you're going to see that this dude's full of shit. More, you know what I mean?
Yes, but with this meme stuff. With this meme stuff, and I do believe some of the things that he said, like I think Johnny Mac, he has a very, very, very soft spot for Johnny Mac, and Johnny Mac played him, and he said that, nobody could force me to attack or go after anybody ever, but he pretty much went after you because Johnny Mac was upset with you, and it's pretty much because you wouldn't take my wrench and be on his side. Who's this? Is this really the Minnie the Moocher? I don't know if this is really the highlight. That's
not the real highlight.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Moulin Yan, isn't that a derogatory word towards black people?
I have no idea because I don't know these type of words. I think MRE is doing a live tonight. Jared. Hi, Jared Patterson. How are you? Thank you for coming in and supporting us. Yes, I was on Angels last night, so everybody check it out if she still has it up. Yeah, well, the problem is I think Code is really an idiot. Oh, wait. Let's see, because this came from his show. I'm going to play this clip right now. Hold on. And this came from Code's show. I want everybody to listen. This is a little off track of the topic, but remember we had this whole Discord mafia thing. Huh. So this is recently. Okay, ready? Tell me if you guys can hear it. I'm not going to share a screen and play it, but listen to this audio.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. This is Johnny Mac and Code.
Well, that's the thing. The person that we have, the person that we know that can provide that. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The person that we have, the person that we know that can provide that won't give it to us.
Top dogs, I'll be honest with you. I know at the time I found out 2 months ago, whatever, how long, it was 3 people that told me. One person don't talk to me no more. The other person doesn't want to send it. And then the other person is, Bafa knows somebody, but they, she doesn't want, or however that works. So look, I just know that even JC, Johnny Mac, everybody knows this thing's real. It's just reality. Can I post proof? I don't have anything physically, but if you go back and look at videos, you'll see them. They've been talking about that.
Okay, and he's talking about this Discord mafia. Okay, there's no proof. Somebody said, Code, do you have the green light to release the proof of this Discord mafia? Right here, he's admitting he never even saw any proof of this Discord mafia except for what he was told by Bofa.
Doo-doo
But
Brown. I was thinking the same thing.
Seen it and he knows about it. What the F? Okay, now this is what we're dealing with on that side. And then we have this code of the street lining up with these people who are
no, there's a
dragging
lot
him
of
into it.
proof. Both is the proof. Okay, and when Bofa says it, you could take it to the bank. You could take it to the bank.
So
Bofa is a fucking foremost affiliate, man.
should I pull up that one article I wanted to read before we get off?
Yeah, you can put it up.
Just give me a minute because I'm gonna turn my camera off and just give me a minute while you entertain. Because there was a certain article I did want to go over. What's up, baby girl? You're okay? Listen, I'm gonna be off in 10 minutes. I know you don't feel good. 10 minutes. Do you need medicine?
Is he on benzos, Bofa? I don't know, man. I seen him on shows and he looked like he was on a mixture of shit. Fucking looking bad, man. But hey, Code told me he was a lawyer, and if I had any questions about the law, that I should contact him.
Yeah, take over a second while I pull this up from my email and to put it on the share
screen. Legal advice from Bafa.
What, baby girl? To come on here?
Yeah, Bafa. He's another one. Oh my God. So speaking of Bafa, right? He comes on my show early on because me, everybody's a stand-up guy. Everybody gets a chance, you know what I mean? And everybody gets my bank account. They can come to my house, and so you only get one chance. Anyway, Bofa starts talking about fucking Gunner. What's his name? Dick Bloom, Gunner the Lindblom. Anyway, starts dissing this fucking Lindblom. Next thing you know,
I thought they were friends.
A message from Gunner Lindblom, right? That it was like, I don't know, maybe 13, 14 pages long, so it was like, I fucking read like the first 2 lines or whatever. And I apologized. And why I'm thinking of this is because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I found out that this Johnny Nomak and this Gunner went camping together. And they were like, out in the wilderness and shit. You know what I mean? Like just the 2 of them.
Johnny Mac had a very small tent.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm living in a fucking dream world. Okay? Because like Johnny Mac and fucking Gunner, like, what the fuck? I mean, what is this world coming to? I mean, and they're actually like putting it on YouTube and they're like, I don't know. If I was going with, I don't know. Me personally, it would be, yeah, exactly. Brokeback Mac. That's what I'm thinking. But hey, I don't know. I could imagine what that conversation was like. But it tells me a lot about people. I mean, I was cool with Johnny Mac for a little bit, I'm going to admit. But hey, it takes a little bit of time to see what type of people you're really dealing with. And Johnny Mac is just not a good dude. He's just not a good dude. And, he's created a lot more problems than because there's certain people that I used to be friends with, okay, that I used to talk to that talk to Johnny Mac, okay? So, like, for example, if, my mother said she was friends with Johnny Mac, well, you know what would happen? I wouldn't be talking to my mother ever again, okay? Because he's that type of piece of shit. So, unfortunately, I have to thank Johnny Mac because if I didn't become friends with Johnny Mac or acquaintances with Johnny Mac, then it wouldn't have, divided me in FBS. And could you imagine? I'd probably still be defending FBS right now. I'd have 6 fucking subscribers. He'd have all these subscribers. I'd be like Gunsmoke. Bay 8 would be the Gunsmoke with FBI. And So there's ex-friends of mine that think that they should talk to Johnny Mac and be friends with Johnny Mac so he doesn't attack them. So I look at it this way. You're not going to have it both ways. You're not going to be able to be friends with Johnny Mac, and you can't be friends with me. So pick one. And guess what? These guys have went the other way, and it's very, very sad. And which brings me to my partner right here. You know, I mean, Lauren is she's exceptional. Right. She's an exceptional friend.
To all my friends and my family.
I'm friends with her, but it's just she really is a great girl. And she's a great mom. And I'm not just saying that because we're friends, but she really is. And when people talk that bullshit, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, at least come up with some real shit.
Yeah. You heard my kid walking around before.
It's ludicrous. Trust me, I'm not even going to say it, but like, you know, because I'm close with Lauren, you know, the kid, I like a kid, you know, a kid, we communicate. I'll do anything for her daughter. That's why, like, a blade of her hair, if a blade of her hair is like at a place, then I'm going to certain places. And yeah. The Discord Mafia is real. Yeah, it is real. But the dude's definitely on drugs. That's the drugs talking, right?
Allegedly. You gotta say allegedly.
These people out there. You know, I mean, the reason why me and that cocksucker Code got into a beef was over this fucking thin gray line faggot, because I seen all the text messages that he was texting fucking Lauren, and it was just like the dude was just lying out of his fucking teeth. I mean, he would be, anybody who he was friends with, he would be egging her on to go after that person. Like if he was friends with Johnny Mac, he'd be giving up info on Johnny Mac to give to her to go at Johnny Mac. Now, what type of person does that shit?
Thin gray line?
Yeah.
I hope he's not involved with this.
Say this about Johnny Mac, or here's this about Johnny Mac, and you're supposed to be his friend. Then the whole 30 bikers and all that.
But it actually sounded like that, the Thin Gray Line, like it actually sounded like he was actually like maybe had some morals, like because he is
right.
children.
That's what I'm saying. Right, exactly. Yep.
At one point, you know, he was all about like Johnny Mac shouldn't be going after your kids. I'm going to tell him, and you know, make sure he doesn't. I'm going to make sure he apologizes, and this, that, and the other thing. And then when it came down to it, and we saw some of the, you know, the things he was doing, then all of a sudden things changed. But yeah, I hope he's not involved in getting himself dragged into this investigation that happened today. But let me share the screen and go over this, and then let's get off the live, because I got to take care of a little girl. She's not feeling so good. I'm gonna have to get her. Maybe I'll go see Evan's dad and get her some soup or something.
Yeah, what you want?
She said she wanted Applebee's, but she's just spending so much money on food. And now that I need days off and not working, she's got to like relax on that stuff.
What you want?
What you want? All right. So let me share this, because I've been dying to. Well, was going to be one of my next topics. So share screen, Chrome, tab. And Joe's always been a good friend. There's lots of people who have been awesome friends, and in this community, you all know that MRE and me have been very good friends, and he's always cared about my child first and foremost, like his own. If she ever needed anything, he was there for her, and just a good friend in general, with sticking up for me. What others in this community? There's so many of you that I thank and I appreciate for, you know, having my back and being there for me. All right, so share. Now,
anyone seen Wolfie owes you money? You ain't getting that money, buddy.
So let's talk about. So I was kind of wondering what this hepatitis C is, and it says hepatitis C is an STD. Hepatitis C is contagious. It is a contagious liver disease that is spread primarily through contact with the blood of an infected person, while hepatitis C can be spread through sexual contact. Risk of transmission is very low, although it does increase for people who have had multiple sex partners and those with HIV. Now, I heard with it.
That.
Huh?
No, it wasn't through that. It was needles.
Yeah, because he doesn't have sexual.
We're talking about Johnny Mac.
It's caused by, even though hepatitis C affects the liver and can lead to cirrhosis of the liver cancer, it is not caused by alcohol abuse. However, those with hepatitis C should avoid alcohol because it can further the liver damage. Can you get hep C through a mosquito bite? No research has shown that hepatitis C can be spread by mosquitoes or other insects. It's caused by drugs. While hepatitis C is not caused by drugs, many people now become infected by sharing needles or other equipment to inject drugs. Needle stick injuries in healthcare settings can also cause transmission. Also, about 4 out of every 100 babies born to mothers with hepatitis C become infected. You can contract hep C by sharing a toothbrush. The risk of transmission through personal care items such as razors or toothbrushes is very low. In addition, a few studies have indicated that hep C is not spread through licensed commercial tattooing facilities, but it is possible for the disease to be spread in tattoo businesses where infection control practices are not followed. Can it be spread through breastfeeding? Breastfeeding, we know he has boobs, but his boobs aren't lactating. Breastfeeding has not been shown to spread hep C, nor has kissing, coughing, sneezing, or sharing utensils. It's impossible to get over the hep C. Okay, about 15 to 5% of people who get hep C clear the virus from the bodies without treatment and do not develop a chronic condition. But for most people, the condition progresses from acute hep C to chronic hep C. The condition progresses from acute hep C to chronic hep C. And that's 8 of 8. So I just wanted to go over some of that because, some of us needed to be educated on what hepatitis C is. And now we know. Joe? Oh, he left me. I've been having such a rough day. Everybody doesn't want to just leave me or slander me. I think I'm going to end now. Just one of those days. Carlos, do you want to pop in for a minute? Since Joe doesn't want to talk to me right now. He blocked some of my shit. Thank you, Finn Freak. What are you saying? Hey, I love you, buddy. Discord Mafia customers relations. Oh man. Thank you, Ma Brats, too. It's just been one of those long days between that and then, having a sick child is very stressful. It's so hard to see your kid in pain. So hard to watch her in pain. And then I got to take off.
Jealous with all these people saying they love you. How come no one loves me? You'll know. Monita loves me and
Top Dogs, they blocked you. They said that you were MRE sock account, right? Toad. That's MRE sock account.
Godfather, what's up? Buffalo's in the house.
Man, Buffalo Billy's in the house?
No, Godfather. He's from Buffalo, so
Buffalo's
in the house. Yep, you could check me out on Instagram. What is it, Joey?
I could put it in for you.
Yeah.
I'll put your link in the.
Why do people want me to do videos? Thank you, Carol.
What kind of videos?
I don't know. They want me to do videos on my channel.
We got to get. I did upload a video the other day on that. Did you see? I put content on. I put content on your channel the other day. My brain's like scattered. My day's been so long.
Hold up. This is my channel.
Yes, but this is our channel, but the Bay 8th channel, I put some content up for you the other day, is what I'm saying.
The Bay 8th channel, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's under investigation by FBI and his cohorts, and I'm kind of laying low right now. Yeah, I'm going to do a card show. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a card show live today on a channel. I was waiting in the car in the doctor's office, and I was trying to type in chat, but I don't know much about that stuff.
You know why? Here's the thing about cards that's getting me worried. I don't want to do card shows, and then people are going to look at me and be like, wait a minute, what the fuck? You know, I mean, what is he talking about, this guy? You know, like, it just, I don't want to sound like,
hold on a second.
I don't want to sound like I know what I'm talking about too much, because then people think you're cocky or whatever. You know what I mean?
Hold on 1 second. Somebody's at the door, so take over.
But wait a minute. Is that Johnny Mac? Who is it? Who's at the door? Oh, my God. This is a nail biter. Oh, my God. Let us know who it is. Please. You want to know what happened with the Bay 8 channel? I just got to a point where I think it was like too much shit talking on there. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I was talking to Nelson today, and we brought up Carlos, you know. And Carlos, he really is like someone that, you know, doesn't back down, and neither am I. So I says to myself, I said, all right, well, look, we're going to do shows. You guys are going to have to put up with the fact that we're just going to talk our shit. It's going to be more limited. It's like, you know, it's going to be more of not like a whole show of talking shit. But I just might blurt out something like Carlos. You know what I mean? Like Carlos, he'll just be talking and then he blurts something out and then we move on to the next thing. So
I'm back. I was going to put your Instagram account in chat.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. I was in neighbors that you were checking up on car.
It's not so much rebranding because I came in as a sports channel. I just got wound up in this bullshit, you know, of like beefing and whatnot. And it just, you know, just like I said, when you're talking to people and all they're talking about is, you know, what this guy said and what that, it's very easy to get into this and you just keep going with it. You know what I mean? It's just always something that'll aggravate you, you know. And I mean, like hearing this today is like, I'm pissed off about it because I just really think that it's going to be bigger than those three imbeciles. Like,
is this
you
my
know,
channel?
you're like poking a bear right now. Like a politician. I mean, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, the politician is my family member too. That they're threatening to ruin his election and, you know, whatever.
I don't understand how like Johnny Mac is like, these guys are reputable.
How they thought it was a good idea. And then as like this investigation is going on, they're live, like saying horrible things, which made it even worse for the, you know, like these investigators. I'm like, oh, perfect. They're live now, which threw Code into this investigation because he's front and center with them. But because I don't think Code had anything to do with writing emails and threatening. They're going to find out who did it because they're cyber crimes, whatever, and investigators. And it's
Code doesn't have two nickels to rub together. He does a show on his phone. Code
yeah, and then
parents, okay,
and
he's got two fucking Vespa scooters. He thinks he's got a fucking Harley Davidson. He's got this. He's got a leather jacket. I mean, that's about the extent of it.
And then they're trying to set it up like Joe Candela did it. Joe Candela sent the email. Joe Candela was going to send it. He's not going to be an idiot and send it from his name, number one. But they think we're ignoring it.
Talked to Candela. How is he doing?
He's doing good. He's been it's summertime, so he's been doing a lot with the family, so he hasn't been around much.
Good for him, because you know what? He's always like, why is he always like, they just always bring him in, this Johnny Mac. The best thing that could happen is Johnny Mac says, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not talking to you anymore. That's like the best thing that could happen to this guy. He's just nothing but trouble.
Yeah. So let's change the topic real quick. And then how long have we been live for?
Hour and 25 minutes.
Okay, so we have something to celebrate. I don't know if we should bring it up or just wait a minute until everything goes through.
What do we have to celebrate?
Well, we hit the 4K.
Ooh, yes. Oh, that's a very big deal.
That was it, because it took a long time. It was the weirdest thing too, because like we do a live and then I get up the next day and check-ins like they took away 5 hours or something. It was the weirdest thing, but we finally got it. Everybody check out Assassinino de Rate. So if you guys were in here earlier, my friend D Bitch, that's my friend Dawn. We used to like cover Big Brother, watch Big Brother and cover Big Brother. It wasn't like a huge chat because we wouldn't get into like, like looking at the cast members behind the scenes and stuff. We just kind of talk about the episodes. So that's going back to like some reality TV. And there's going to be a new 60 Days In too. I don't know if anybody in this chat, this might be something more geared towards like the men and women. We got to find stuff that's geared towards men and women. I'm not sure if anybody in here watches 60 Days In too. There's a new season, but maybe we could start watching those shows and start talking about that. Now with Big Brother being back on, me and Dawn used to talk about it. So maybe like I'm not sure if any of you people in here or your wives watch it. Maybe we'll start like doing some recaps on that just for some different stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we should watch The Sopranos and do a show on The Sopranos. And the reason why I say that is because R.I.P. to Tony Sirico. Yeah, I think, Mom, did you know him?
No.
Tony
Mom's
Sirico?
back?
My mother knew Tony Sirico.
She's back from her vacation. How was it?
Oh, the worst.
Can she give me an interview and tell me about her vacation? It was the worst vacation?
Ma, the worst vacation you went on? Yeah, her sister was hurt.
Thank you for cleaning my coffee cup.
My aunt lifts weights. And she hurt her back lifting weights.
A&E, I believe.
You know how old my aunt is?
67.
75. So she fucking did something to a couple of discs.
Yeah, because she just started lifting.
She started lifting, right? She never was a weightlifter.
So she's lifting
So
weights
started,
recently.
as you get older, you feel like, all right, so she started lifting weights. And she was lifting like, I don't know, 65 pounds, some shit like that. She weighs 65 pounds. So, and,
65 pounds your aunt weighs? Is she petite? She's short?
How much does Aunt Aurelia weigh?
105 pounds.
105 pounds. So lifting 65 pounds at 75? No, she fucked up her back. So she was, they went down there for her. So they had, she couldn't walk or whatever. And, they just couldn't go anywhere.
Assassin, please put that in chat, what he just uploaded.
But Tony Sirico, what happened to him was he got into acting. He was in jail. And some of these, some actors came to visit the prison that he was in. And that's how he got into it. And actually, the guy that was his first acting coach was Michael Gazzo, who was in The Godfather. He was Frankie Five Angels, Frankie Pentangeli. He was actually in The Godfather too, Tony Sirico. I guess he had he was just I forget what part he was in. It was like a quick, not speaking or whatever. But to me, on The Sopranos, he was like one of the one of my favorite actors on. I mean, it didn't even look like he was acting. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was sad. But I know he did an interview with this Premium Pete is the guy's name. He's like kind of like some white dude that has a podcast. I guess he's from Brooklyn. He had Tony Sirico on a couple of years ago, and he was like pretty much shot Tony Sirico. Like I think he had dementia or something. They really didn't say what it was, like why he died, but I think it was something to do with that. And what's crazy is I think one of his brothers was a priest.
Wow.
And so he was he did time. I think he did a couple of years in jail. One of his brothers was a priest. He became an actor. Well, look at fucking Vincent Gigante, the boss. His brother was a priest. Yep. And his brother used to go to bat for him too. When he was doing that whole fucking crazy guy shit. He would be a good boss to do do a show on. Vinny Gigante. He was quite the guy. I mean, he had two families, right? So he had his wife and then he had his mistress. Now, what are the odds that both of his mistress names are Olympia?
Olympia, that's a weird,
yeah,
not a common name. So,
yeah, he did that fucking crazy guy thing, and it kept him on the streets. As a matter of fact, Sammy the Gravano was actually one of the guys that actually was going to testify against him, and I think he pled guilty because of it, and he got 12 years. He was actually probably sick, but not sick like he was, an imbecile. Like he was portraying himself like he was, crazy. But those guys would have never. I mean, you think he would have been the boss if he was really like that? So, but yeah.
I'm a little bit sad.
I heard Angel say something on the show because I caught a little bit of her show. And she said, and I almost wanted to jump on. She said she would love to see who was going to be at Sammy the Bull's funeral. And you want to know who's going to be there? Fucking nobody. Okay, the bunch of douchebags are going to be there. He's a fucking. Let me tell you something. He's a piece of fucking shit. He killed his fucking brother-in-law, and that was it.
Did you just fart?
No, that's my machine.
Oh. Matty Marinara, what's up, my friend? Drop your link. So
we got to talk about that stuff.
Yeah, but I also somebody asked me in chat.
That's this. The machine.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's sucking. You got everything together with that today. It's working better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So 60-day in returns for a new season.
When is that starting?
August 18th on A&E. So maybe we could start. And I know people from like past seasons, so maybe we can get them on and we could talk about that. That seems like something you guys, men and women might be interested in. A reality show.
I like that show.
Yeah, because I did reality TV before. That was most of my topics. So I want to get back to doing some of that for those subscribers. So that's, men and women both I could see enjoying that show. So we'll have to watch it together. And then we can go over it with our subscribers. And I'll reach out to some of the past castmates to come on and they could do recaps with us. Where am I going to do what? Top Dog. And Top Dog is not MRE stock account. They were blaming him for being MRE in that Toad and Hepsi's live. What do you mean, Joe? What?
No, I was saying Joe Brown. He says the Gigante brothers, Chin, Mario, and Patsy, had hidden interest in Caesar's Palace in Vegas. Now, Joe Brown, where did you get that information from, Joe Brown? Now, I will tell you this. Frank Sinatra, he owned a piece of Caesar's Palace.
Can you guys excuse me for a minute?
Now, Frank Sinatra was connected to them guys, so maybe it was through him. But don't talk about Vegas, Joe Brown, unless you know, because I have very, very strong ties to Las Vegas. And I really don't think
strong ties to somebody
that
who has strong ties to
he
Vegas.
had an interest in Las Vegas past the 80s.
Can you
If
give
then,
me?
because it was at that point everything changed.
I
The
need.
80s is when everything changed, and like the wise guys were really getting pushed out in Vegas when everything changed, because it was just very, very hard to they just
Carlos,
cracked
you wanna
down
come
on
up?
everything.
We don't have to talk crap, Carlos. You can come up and just have a conversation with your friend Bay 8th.
No,
I need.
Carlos, he knows he could come on. Carlos could come on whenever. You want to come on, Los?
Los in the house. I think he's been working hard. So I don't know if he doesn't want to. We'll either end this, or I need you to give me like 5 minutes to go. Give Clark some medication.
I'll give. Yeah, we could talk about some things. So it was 60 days in, and what was the other shows?
Big Brother. Me and Dawn used to do some Big Brother. So I mean,
I
I
never
talked to her
watched
about
that.
coming back on and talking Big Brother.
Love
You would
After
like that show.
Lockup.
Love After Lockup. You like that
Oh,
show, and you
Joe,
know
what?
I. Huh?
Love After Lockup is a good show. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm touching this, and I need to. This one thermometer in my hand that sits on this little table. It's had a lot of sick people's germs on it lately, and I'm touching it. I need to wash it good with alcohol, and I need to wash my hands.
Amber Alert. What do you think of Supreme Team? Did you see that on Showtime?
Does anybody
You
want
got
to
a
join the
copy?
show? They can come up, but give me a minute. I'm going to mute.
Okay, you mute. I'll talk to the Amber and everyone. So,
Change your. I don't
What?
like looking at that idiot up there. You should change your avatar to the next one.
I know. Let's go to. Oh man. Here we go.
And I want to thank everybody who has sent me a couple cash apps in chat. That's really going to help me this week with everything that's going on and missing work
They
and
never
stuff like
send me
that.
shit. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
put your
I'm
cash
sorry.
app in there, but you know,
It's on Showtime, Amber. It's okay. I mean, it actually has some like audio of Supreme. He's in prison, and Prince, like they're talking on it or whatever. And yeah, it's pretty crazy that like Mayor Eric Adams actually grew up around those guys. He knew them, the mayor. He's from Queens. Yep. Bimmy is not in it. They talk about Bimmy, but Bimmy is not. He's not like really, like LL Cool J's in it, Nas, and they have like certain dudes that were with the Supreme Team that are out of jail. Yeah, Nas put it together. Yep. I mean, it's pretty good. I would think that 50, he should have been in it because he grew up around those guys. Nas is from Queensbridge, which is the other side. So these guys are South Jamaica, Queens. Not to say that they don't know about it, but I mean, 50 was all involved in it. They did talk about 50, though. They did like a little thing on him or whatever. He is handsome and well-groomed. Yes, that's why he's so handsome and well-groomed. That's why we went back to the street signs. I like that street sign. That street sign wasn't easy for me to get. That was actually taken from my car. So I'm doing like 55, 60 on the Bell Parkway. What's up, old school Mike? And I had to snap it take like a snapshot, you could see it's like through my windshield. I had to like do a little editing to get the rear view mirror out of it. But yeah, to the bridge. There you go. Yes. Thank you, Tony the Night Owl. I guess I did a show the other day and like everybody said I sounded bad. You want to know why? I was laying down. You know, when you lay down, your voice projects a little different. David Hunt, what's up? Teresa, I'm going to come up when I get this. I have this thing on my leg right now, this wound vac. And it kind of like makes it a little difficult for me to, not that it makes it difficult to get around, but, you know, it's kind of attached to me. And when I get it off, I'll be coming up. But truthfully, I don't know who I'm going to come up with. I'll see if, you know, Lauren will come up or whatever. And then, because I really have no friends anymore. Yeah, Scott LaRock. Yep, the bridge is over. But I don't think that really was the case. George Soros, I am evil. I can agree with that. Yes. Yeah, when you're sitting back, your voice does sound different. Yep. I have a terrible voice to begin with, so. Then you add, you know, other things. It could be, I don't know. It could be the fact that I shot blues into my toe, and that could be affecting my voice, right, Johnny Mac? What a fucking imbecile.
All right, I'm back, my
Oh,
friend.
look at this. Oh,
What?
speaking of friends,
Yeah.
Georgie D. What's up, George?
Oh, Georgie D.
You must be not listening.
Well,
What?
I just want to appreciate you for always being a good friend.
Stop.
I just want to thank you. I want to thank Carlos,
You're a better
Teresa,
friend.
Ketamine Fiend, Minnie the Moocher, but please
Ketamine's
somebody
been
drop
around since the beginning. You know that.
who?
Ketamine Fiend has been
Oh yeah,
with me since the beginning. Yankees for life, same thing. And
old school Mike. Hi, honey.
old
You gotta
school
keep
Mike.
up.
I wasn't upset at you the other day, old school Mike. I really wasn't. It's just I was a little frustrated. I was watching Rocky and I was like doing shadow boxing in the mirror. And I'm like, you know, thinking like, all right, let me go get this motherfucker. And then I'm like, I can't. And then, you know, I've been lucky because it seems like I'm always like 1 or 2 steps ahead. And what I mean by that is, you know, like Angel and a couple of other people, shout out to Angel, fed me some information. And, you know, basically that I listen to, you know, and it's good information. And, you know, I mean, I'll tell you what, you could talk shit about her and say Angel's a bad person, Angel's this, Angel's that, but it, to me, seems like she's a nice woman that really isn't looking to see people get in trouble. She's not looking to create drama. She's not looking, but, you know, I mean,
People who say she's a bad
you get
person.
involved in it, but,
Wish that they
what's
could
up,
be.
Vito?
Wish that they were in her circle. I just sent you a message, so we're gonna get off soon, my friend.
I mean, she doesn't have to reach out to me and tell me anything.
Why is it so dark in here? I'm gonna have to put some lights on. So let's do one more roll call, and then we're gonna end this. I'm gonna drop.
Yeah, we could get off now.
Yeah, I'm saying around in a half hour. My Brats Exposed is going to do a live. You're not gonna want to miss it. Please, somebody in chat. I'm sure everybody in here is subscribed to him already, but please, can we have a mod drop his link?
Yeah, and you know what? You
It is
got,
always dark
you
in
have
hell.
clout
Oh
with-
my
You have a
God.
little bit of clout with Angel and Marla.
Do I have a
Warren.
little bit of what?
You have a little bit of clout with them, you know what I
Clout.
mean, or a little bit of pull. Maybe you could get me on their show one of these days. I think I'm the only
I'm sure
one
she
on
would
YouTube
love to have
that's
you
never been
on.
her show.
Clout
What?
is not, that's like, that's like saying that I, get clout from, it's a communication, a friendship. That's what I
Oh,
have.
you know what?
As
You
far as-
know what I meant.
Yeah, an internet.
You have a little bit of pull with
relationship.
them.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony. Most of the people that listen, they're old like me, so they know. They know
Now,
what I'm trying to say.
I want people to know that, Joe has mentioned that sometimes I answer his message for him in certain, because he's not feeling good. So I'll answer messages for him. But if you're getting messages on Instagram and they're saying NB's the best, isn't she great? That's him typing it, not me.
Oh no, don't believe that. No. And if you're getting a threatening message from me saying that screw you, or you're a piece of crap, or I hate you, I don't talk like that. It's her.
No.
Many people under my accounts.
No.
Yes,
Not
have.
threatened. Threatened is a big word. I might have went back and forth with them a little bit.
Scores. Yeah.
Yes,
settled some scores.
But when, if you're messaging him and saying, "Oh, great streams," and he's telling you, "Yes, NB's the best, isn't she?"
Yes.
That's him. That's not me.
Right.
Anyway, everybody, did somebody drop MRE's link for us in chat? Because he's going to do a live, and you guys are going to want to hear what he has to say. I got to go back to my chat.
She's trying to get some extra scatol, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what Charlot means.
Money.
What do you mean I'm trying to get some extra money? No. Listen,
Georgie,
if anybody would like to help out, like I said,
Georgie,
with this going
too,
on,
Georgie.
I am now going to be missing some days of work, and it's summertime with the kids being off. But I mean, it would be nice. I enjoy accepting donations, but you guys are not forced to send donations.
Who's Top Dog?
Top Dog is just some account.
He's not.
No, this morning they were accusing him. This morning in a live, Code of the Streets was saying Top Dog was MRE, so he's just
okay.
silly.
Yeah, okay. All right.
He's just being silly. Mobrat's exposed. Everybody go over there after this. Please show him some love and support and watch this. You won't want to miss this stream. He is going to, do a stream on some.
When is he going on?
8:00 he's going on. So let's get off so that people can get their popcorn, get their drinks, take care of their children. If their children need something, their wives, if their wives need, something,
I gotta get my
husbands.
If you don't see me in there, listen, if you don't see me in there, it's because I'm not feeling well, because I got to take my medication now, which makes me sick. But I'll probably be in there. 8:00. You're going to be in there, Lauren?
Yes, I'm going to go in there. But even if you're not feeling well, I mean, you could type in chat just
for me. You know what I mean? Like
no. You can go in chat for a minute and just say hi to people. You don't have to stay. Let's show support and I know Joe hasn't been feeling good, but that's why I've been kind of representing our channel and trying to do certain things, but also check out the Bay 8th, because that was a pretty cool. I followed the Rays because that's one of my teams, because I have a second home down there in Tampa. So like the Buccaneers, the Rays, the Tampa Bay Lightnings. And with that walk, that was a weird ending to that. With that walk, you got to, and a lot of your in the comments, they wanted you to go over,
the balk, yeah.
They wanted you to go over what a balk is and stuff like that. So maybe
we need a year to go over a balk. There's a million different things, but a balk is when you make a move, like you're gonna make a pitch, like you make a motion to pitch, but you don't pitch. So you have to step off. Yeah, you can't, if you make any motion towards the mound, towards the catcher, it's basically you're trying to like the runner. If the runner sees you motion towards the plate, you have to pitch. If you don't pitch, it's the balk. So if you make any movement, it's almost like a offsides in football. When a lineman moves before the ball is snapped, it's similar to that. But if you look at the definition of a balk, there's 150 different things that you could do that it would be a balk. So it's not just as simple as one thing. It could be a lot of different things. Like if you look at first and, you don't throw to first, you make a move to first base. If someone's on first base, if you make a move to first base, but don't throw to first base, it's a balk basically. So it's just a lot of different things. I'll try to explain it. When on my next show, I'll explain it. But yes, I will get to that. And if I haven't returned people's comments or whatever, I'm sorry. I just, have been a little busy.
Listen, I feel neglected by Joe too, and sometimes, I'm not so nice to him because I feel.
Oh man, she's the worst.
Stop! Oh, don't make me mute you again.
Man.
But
you really are the worst.
Stop it! Don't say that. You know that I'm already having a bad day with like the stress of like everything that's going on, and you know how hard it is to watch your kid like suffering and being sick, and it's it's
what
like
I'm saying is you're the worst when you're perceived that like I'm doing something wrong to you. Then I'm in deep trouble, and it's very hard to explain myself and say no. Look, the reason why. So
no, stop! Don't bring our whatever, right. But it's just been one of those days. Like, since yesterday, I was, so nervous that I was going to have to bring her to like the emergency room or the emergency clinic, and just watching her suffer and being sick, like that breaks my heart, so much.
That she was with, that was a whole fucking.
The whole situation of her suffering for 8 hours. That fucking, oh my God.
Never heard of such a thing in my life that you can't find fucking aspirin.
Yeah, it's fine. We can't, but, and then on top of that, and then I have to deal with like going to meet with investigators this morning and lawyers because, politicians are being threatened and last thing I needed today. You guys couldn't wait to do that in a couple days when I didn't have, real life stuff going on.
It's just stupid. It really is. It goes above and beyond. Like it just goes to show desperation. It's just desperate.
This is not BOFA. I know
they can't hurt you doing certain things. So now they're trying to, but they're going to hurt themselves more than anything because those emails, they're not going to be able to, no matter where they sent it from, they're going to be able to trace it. So
yes, and it's out of my hands when when it's politicians and they have lawyers and they're affiliate. The cops work with these politicians and they're bringing in cyber crimes and then threats to mine. That's out of my hands. I can't do anything about it. It's out of my hands. I answers. I'm not all about I'm not a big cop type person. So the cop situation, all I did was direct them to channels, give them these people's names. But with the lawyer type stuff and the cyber crimes and they did it to themselves. It's out of my hands. I can't stop this. I can't stop this. And then on top of that, then they used Joseph, like they're trying to set up Joe Candela for it.
I know.
Which is ridiculous. And right before that, they had there was a conversation with Joe Candela, and he was threatened like, "You're going to choose her side over me." Well, it's war, and we're regardless. How stupid. But Johnny Mac. JC, and then while I'm with these investigators, Code of the Street is on a live as they're saying some of these things. So now Code of the Street, you got yourself dragged into this, and I hope you have a lot of money to fight the whatever comes back on this. But that's it. That's all I'm saying for it. Joe, let's end this so that people can get over.
Shout out to Dominic and the We Push Back family.
Yes.
All the people that have supported me and stuck with me through this time, thank you. I know I haven't really done anything on Bay 8th channel, but now that we have this channel, we've reached our mandates with this channel. Now we'll go focus on that channel. That was the other thing. We were trying to get this channel to a certain point. That's why we were doing the shows on here. we've reached that point. Now I got to call on my friend Lauren and other friends to help me with my channel and get that going again. And I'm sure you guys will be there to help us. Carlos, all you guys, I love you guys. Thank you.
MRE,
MRE at 8 o'clock, Fish Tank, Top
We
Dog.
gotta
Well,
talk-
you are MRE, right? Top Dog. So I already said hi to you, Doodoo Brown. Thank you guys.
And you want to get MRE on for that 8-question thing, you know?
Yeah,
and
that's
that
going to be
hour
down
we
soon.
want to do
Yeah.
too. We'll reach out to them.
Yeah.
But everybody have a good night. Please be safe. Okay.
All right.
And
Thank
nobody
you,
go now that they're, this has gone out of my hands with this legal stuff. Please do not go after those people under my behalf.
You can go after them on my behalf.
Just leave it alone. Leave it alone because these investigators are now watching everything they do. And that's
Do it
all I
on
have
my
to say.
behalf. Thank you, Beantown. Bye, Becky. All right, guys. Have a good one.
We love
Talk to
you
in a
all.
little bit. All right.
We'll see you guys over on MRE's channel.
All
Have a
right.
good night, guys. Thank you
Thanks.
for all the support. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.